Have you ever been in a situation where you're completely unsure if someone is flirting with you? Maybe she's smiling, laughing, or acting differently around you, and you're left wondering, is this a sign, or am I imagining it? Well, today, we're breaking down some subtle yet unmistakable signs women give when they're interested in you. Trust me, once you know these, your confidence will skyrocket, and you'll never miss another signal again. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss number 7. It might just change your perspective forever. 1. She mentions being single a lot, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Imagine you're in the middle of a casual conversation, and she drops the line, "I'm so tired of being single." Or maybe she. When a woman frequently brings up her single status, especially in situations where it doesn't quite fit the topic, she's not just filling the silence. It's her way of signaling something deeper. By mentioning her single status repeatedly, she's creating an opportunity, an open invitation, for you to show interest. It's her way of saying, "Hey, I'm available. Are you going to take the hint?" This isn't about her casually venting about her love life. It's about planting a seed. It's a subtle yet intentional move to see how you'll respond. For example, if she laughs and says, "Maybe I'll just stay single forever," while looking directly at you, it's not just a joke, it's a test. Will you brush it off? Or will you engage? Why this matters in flirting. Women often use conversational cues as a way to gauge your interest. If you ignore or dismiss comments like these, she might take it as a sign you're not interested, even if you are. On the flip side, responding thoughtfully, like asking her what she's looking for in a partner or lightly joking about why someone like her is still single, can turn the conversation into a more meaningful interaction. How to respond without overthinking. If you notice her repeatedly bringing up her single status, don't panic or overanalyze. Instead, meet her halfway. For instance, you could say something like, "I'm surprised to hear that. Someone is fun/smart/funny, as you shouldn't have any trouble finding a great partner." This not only acknowledges her statement, but also subtly compliments her, a double win. The psychology behind it. It's important to understand the psychology at play here. Women are often more attuned to emotional and social cues than men, and mentioning their single status is one of the subtle ways they test the waters. It's not just about her being single, it's about her creating a space for you to step in, take the lead, and show interest. Real-life scenarios to watch for. The casual complainer. She mentions how frustrating dating apps are or how she's just done with dating altogether. This could be a clever way of saying, "I'm tired of waiting. Are you going to step up?" The group dynamic. In group settings, she might joke about being the third wheel or forever single. These comments aren't random. They're designed to stand out, even in a crowded room. The unexpected drop-in. If she works her single status into a conversation about work, hobbies, or even food, it's a clear signal. For example, asterisk, cooking for one gets so boring. I wish I had someone. Cooking for one gets so boring. I wish I had someone to cook for. What not to do. Dawn. Turning the moment into a connection. The next time she casually mentions being single, see it as an opportunity to connect, whether it's through humor, curiosity, or even sharing your own perspective. Use the moment to build rapport. You'd be surprised how quickly a light-hearted conversation can evolve into something deeper. By paying attention to these seemingly casual comments, you'll not only avoid missing important signals, but also create a space where a genuine connection can grow. So, the next time she drops that, "I'm so tired of being single" line, don't let it fly over your head. Instead, lean in, engage, and see where the conversation takes you. Who knows? That little comment might be the start of something big. 2. The power of eye contact. Unlocking the subtle science of attraction. You've probably heard the saying, "The eyes are the windows to the soul." But in the world of flirting and attraction, there's so much more than that. They're like a secret code, quietly conveying what words often cannot. Eye contact is one of the most powerful, yet underrated, tools in human connection. When used intentionally, it can spark chemistry, ignite curiosity, and even establish trust, all without a single word being spoken. So, what makes eye contact such a game changer in the art of flirting? Let's break it down. Why eye contact is so powerful. From a scientific standpoint, eye contact triggers a response in the brain that's hardwired into our biology. When someone holds your gaze, your brain releases oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. This chemical not only helps establish a sense of trust, but also creates a feeling of closeness and intimacy. Studies show that prolonged eye contact activates the same brain regions associated with reward and pleasure. Essentially, when she looks at you with interest, she's engaging a deeply primal mechanism that makes you feel seen and valued. Subtle signs to watch for. The prolonged gaze. If she holds eye contact just a little longer than usual, it's more than a casual glance, it's a signal. In a world where people are often glued to their phones, sustained eye contact is a deliberate choice. She's choosing to focus her attention on you, and that's a big deal. The quick look away. This one's a classic. If she locks eyes with you and then quickly looks away, only to glance back again moments later, it's a playful yet shy way of showing interest. It's her way of testing the waters, seeing if you'll notice and respond. The pupil effect. Believe it or not, your pupils can reveal a lot about your emotions. When someone is attracted to you, their pupils naturally dilate, a subconscious reaction to seeing something or someone they find appealing. If you notice her pupils are slightly larger than usual during your conversation, it's a subtle but undeniable sign of intrigue. The smile connection. Eye contact paired with a smile is like a 1-2 punch of attraction, whether it's a shy grin or a confident smirk. The combination of her gaze and smile creates a moment of connection that's hard to ignore. The psychological impact of eye contact. Eye contact isn't just about attraction. It's also about establishing trust and emotional intimacy. In fact, a famous psychological study known as the 36 Questions Experiment found that strangers who maintained eye contact for just 4 minutes straight reported feeling deeply connected, even if they'd never met before. When she holds your gaze, she's not just looking at you. She's inviting you into her world. It's a silent way of saying, "I'm interested, are you?" How to respond to her eye contact. Now that you know what to look for, the next question is, how should you respond? Here are a few tips to keep the moment alive. Mirror her energy. If she's holding eye contact, hold it back. Matching her level of engagement shows that you're equally interested. Be confident. Confidence is key. Avoid looking away nervously or overthinking the moment. Instead, smile naturally and let the connection unfold. Use your own gaze. You can subtly signal your interest by making intentional eye contact with her when you're speaking or listening. This creates a feedback loop of attraction. What to avoid? While eye contact is powerful, overdoing it can make things awkward. Staring too long without breaking eye contact can feel intense or even intimidating. Instead, aim for a balance. Hold her gaze long enough to create a spark, but not so long that it becomes uncomfortable. Real-life scenarios where eye contact matters. In a crowded room, imagine you're at a party, and across the room, you catch her glance. She looks at you, holds the gaze for just a second too long, then looks away. That's no accident. It's an invitation. During a conversation, if she maintains eye contact while you're talking, it's a clear sign that she's engaged and genuinely interested in what you have to say. The shy smile. If she combines her glance with a quick, shy smile, it's a subtle yet unmistakable way of showing attraction. The magic of silent communication. What makes eye contact so unique is its ability to communicate volumes without a single word. It transcends language barriers, social norms, and even cultural differences. It's universal, primal, and incredibly effective. So the next time she holds your gaze, pay attention. Don't dismiss it as a random moment. It could be the start of something exciting. 3. Light. Playful touching. Ever notice a quick touch on your arm or shoulder during a conversation? It might feel casual, but it's rarely accidental. A light brush or gentle tap is often a way of breaking the personal space barrier. This move says, "I feel comfortable with you," and it's her way of testing how you'll respond. But be mindful, reciprocate naturally, or you might miss the opportunity. 4. The quick eyebrow lift. This one's so subtle that most guys completely overlook it. When someone raises their eyebrows briefly upon seeing you, it's a natural, subconscious reaction that signals interest. It's like her face saying, "Hey, I'm intrigued." So next time you catch that flicker of expression, don't just brush it off. It might be her way of showing she's attracted to you. 5. The giggling effect. Laughter is one of the most universal ways to connect. But did you know giggling could mean more than amusement? If she laughs at your jokes, even the not-so-funny ones, it's her way of creating a fun, lighthearted vibe. Giggling also builds a sense of closeness, signaling she enjoys your company and wants to keep the energy positive. 6. Texting with purpose. In today's world, flirting isn't just in person, it's on our screens. 2. If she's sending thoughtful messages, asking follow-up questions, or replying quickly, it's a clear sign she's interested. Pay attention to the tone and effort she puts into her texts. It's often more revealing than you think. 7. The quick glance check. Catch her stealing glances when she thinks you're not looking? That's no coincidence. Whether she's checking out your outfit, how you move, or just watching from across the room, it's a clear indicator she's curious about you. These little moments are easy to miss, but once you start noticing them, they're impossible to ignore. 8. Open body language. Body language is everything when it comes to communication, especially flirting. If her posture is relaxed, her feet are pointed toward you, or she's leaning in slightly, it means she's comfortable and focused on you. These nonverbal cues are her way of drawing you into her space. So take note. 9. Social media signals. In the digital age, likes and comments aren't just casual, they're calculated. If she's engaging with your posts consistently, it's her way of staying on your radar. From liking your selfies to dropping comments, these actions are her modern way of saying, "I'm paying attention to you." Look for patterns. They'll tell you everything. 10. Closing the distance. Finally, if she's subtly moving closer, whether sitting next to you or standing just a bit closer than necessary, it's a major hint. Closing physical distance shows she's comfortable and eager to connect. Don't underestimate the power of proximity. It's her way of saying, "I want to be near you." Understanding these subtle signs isn't just about decoding her actions. It's about building better connections and avoiding those awkward, "what just happened?" moments. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips like these. Remember, the key to flirting is paying attention, and once you do, your dating game will never be the same. See you in the next video.